Hello guys, my name is arnound.woodgett. Just want to make this video about the conference from last weekend. This is a leadership conference for somebody else's network marketing company, not mine. But it was awesome, and I learned a lot of good things, and a lot of success stories in this room. We're talking about an organization that's pretty much global. And a lot of the powerful stories about how people transform their lives with network marketing. And it's just amazing to be around people like that, to be in the room with people that actually are having the same goals in mind and want to financially empower their lives. And they had a couple speakers there. A lot of them I didn't know, but one in particular, I'm pretty sure that we all know. Well, some of you guys looking at this video probably do know, was John Maxwell. This guy is just like, wow. He dropped some nuggets when it came to asking questions. And so I had to write notes down. I had to write whatever he was talking about down, because I know I read his books before. I read the 5 Pillars of Leadership. It's probably like the first book that I actually read by John C. Maxwell, and it actually changed my perspective about leadership. It actually changed my perspective about being a leader, and it actually helped me understand that most people, when they start becoming leaders, that they're not being leaders, they're actually being managers. There's a difference between leadership and management. But I'm gonna get into the topic at hand, and that's just asking more questions. That was the lecture that John C. Maxwell was giving out. Asking more questions, And so I'm just gonna share some of my notes with you about asking questions, because it made me think, like, what, when I'm out here prospecting or trying to get clients with coaching, personal coaching, and people who just need me to run traffic from there from time to time. I feel like I need to ask more questions, and not just questions, but be more intentional with it. Be more intentional with the questions, and that was one of the notes that I took from John C. Maxwell. And I feel like sometimes what I do when I do start trying to get information from people by asking those questions, I feel like I'm not really intentional about it. I just ask a question, but I really don't know what to say, so I just make up something. Of course, you gotta ask a question though, but I need to be intentional that I'm intentionally gonna do it. Just don't ask questions to ask a question and see what you can retain from there. Be intentional about it. And that was some powerful information. See what else. What was the next note here? Oh yeah, questions immediately draw people and connect people on a common ground instantly. Okay? Questions connect people and draw people on common ground, and it connects people instantly. So you think about that for a moment. Question that actually does that. And really, I can see where this could happen, especially in your business or somewhere in your life. Because really, if you're in the same space, or I would say, network marketing, we'll just use this for example, and you're having certain questions about your business, driving traffic, leads, branding, whatever that is, those type of questions are going to bring you together with somebody. They're going to help you build rapport with somebody as well. And you're going to connect instantly on a common ground. And so that is a powerful way to look at questions. But I feel like sometimes when we do ask questions, when we are prospecting, either a warm market or a cold market, we're not trying to build rapport. We're just trying to close them in their deal. And so, these type of questions, this type of question, based around this concept, is designed to build instant rapport and a common ground. That way, somebody is not feeling less powerful than you or anything like that. You're really bringing you're pretty much really building that rapport with somebody. And just go to the next one. And questions bring people together. You know, I really do think questions do bring people together. You know, he was sharing a story about how these people uh, that was in one of his coaching programs that they was all sharing like some personal stories. He asked a question. I don't know, it was a question that you would never think that would get such a reaction out of somebody. To get people to start hugging each other. And he was just sharing that story about how this girl, she she never sang. She never sang ever since the third grade because of her teacher was telling her about how she was singing in the third grade. And so ever since then that affected her. And I guess something, I didn't take notes on all pretty much the whole thing about what happened with the story, but I read this. I mean, I listened to the story when I was in the audience, but it just showed that everybody related to the story where they couldn't do something, or there was always programmed to say that I can't do this or do that, and that's powerful. It's powerful to get everybody to actually come together like that. And so you should think about that in your business. What questions are you asking to get your whole team together? And I feel like when we say mastermind network marketing, for some people, I just feel like, um, so what questions are you asking within your mastermind? What are you asking them? Uh, that's bringing your team together to reach a common ground somewhere. You know, and of course, being a leader, John Maxwell, he doesn't teach nothing but pretty much leadership skills. Those type of questions are good for a leader to ask. And of course, all these questions were based. His lecture is pretty much based on being a better leader and asking questions. So these are just some good nuggets that I wrote down. Let's see. And another one. I thought this was just thought about it for a moment. Um, Questions unlock doors of opportunities. Now, it's crazy, questions unlock doors of opportunities. And I witnessed that during networking events, with people who want to learn how to drive traffic, or they want somebody to drive traffic, and I don't go in there talking about this is my network marketing company or anything like that. I go in there with the demeanor of just trying to get to know each other, and I really don't like business cards. I don't like business cards at all. I got a whole bunch of business cards, and I feel like it's just a label to call somebody back. And so I do follow up with people. Once I get that card, I get back to them, and of course I just tell them that I don't have any business cards. I don't. Everybody use all my business cards, and because I just feel like once you get your business card, just like you're not building any rapport with somebody just giving your business card and telling what to do. Then the next day, what they don't call back. Not saying everybody does that, but for most of the time, when you get a business card from somebody, they're not they're probably not going to answer the phone. It's probably a business phone, so you better leave a voicemail. That's definitely going to get to tell them, make sure they call you back. But anyways, yeah, it's just some powerful stuff. Um, but other than that, let's get back to the point at hand. Asking questions, unlocking opportunities. I had a woman that she wanted to send me a proposal because in this networking event to drive traffic for this guy's company. You know, and of course I'm still waiting on a proposal letter. But other than that, just me by asking questions about what they do. That actually unlocked doors. Definitely unlocked doors. And so that's those questions that I were asking. I don't know what question I asked, but it sparked interest. And I think I was saying something about their marketing. Of course, I'm prospecting, right? But other than that, man, it did unlock doors. These this woman and the guy that she knows, they want to send me a proposal letter about driving traffic for their company, and considering about doing it. And so that's an extra asset to the business that I have. Doing personal marketing consulting for different types of people, and I don't do it all the time. I really don't like working for anybody but myself. But that's definitely getting my name out there and getting my services out there. If I know how to do these things, then I'm actually going to help serve somebody else and teach them how to do the same thing, or just do it for the company. And another one, um, another powerful question. And John C. Maxwell said this question right here pretty much uh, helped him write a lot of his books, and what he does. And the question was, do you have a plan for personal growth? A plan for personal growth. And I was just like, dang, that's the more I think about that, do I have a plan for personal growth? Well, we read books every day. We should read books every day, at least 30 minutes a day at least, and do something that's revolves around your personal development. And but when it comes to having a personal development plan for growth, a plan for personal growth, you really want to think about that for a moment. How are you going to excel in your personal development? How are you going to get better? And how are you going to, empower your life? You know what I mean? And once you think about that, that should start creating some type of shift there in your mind. That should be that should be a question that you should ask yourself, and you should have an answer to. And if you don't have an answer to that, you need to actually go out there, or not go out there, but you actually need to meditate on that. But other than that, yeah, you need to go out there and find it. You need to find a plan. And then how can you find the plan out there? Well, look at what a lot of people do when it comes to personal development. And when I say personal development, this can be meditation, exercise, something that's just going to expand your mind and your knowledge for yourself. You need to expand all this knowledge for yourself. And the best way to do that is definitely listening to your intuition. A lot of people they see that part of the personal development as they see that as something that's probably not even like that's not personal development. But you know what? When you're being guided by your intuition, that will let you understand a little bit more about yourself and personal development. It'll actually help you excel a little bit faster. But you consistently work on your personal development, but your intuition has answers about yourself and answers about types of information that come from a universal source. And if that's something, if personal development is a plan for your life, wouldn't it be good to actually practice and hone in on your intuition? And like I said, I've been doing divination and tarot card reading and stuff for years, and I just so happened to slip by the whole internet marketing, network marketing world, and I just feel like my spirituality, as far as intuition, those that concept of intuition and tarot card, those are always going to be a part of who I am. And so when I say things like spiritual posts I have on my blogs and things like that, I'm really sincere about that, because that's exactly who I am. I can lecture you all day about divination, spirituality, and on the other side, I can lecture you about network marketing and stuff too. And that's going to be for a whole nother video. I'm definitely going to hone in on that as well later on, because I feel like intuition is powerful question. It is a powerful question about your personal development that we rarely do see. That a lot of leaders do lack intuitive abilities, but it does come with practice. Asking questions does come with practice, and being a leader does lead to asking better questions. And so if you got some type of value out of this video, I definitely would like to hear your comments and your thoughts about asking powerful questions and being a leader. And I guess I'll see you on the next video.